So first, I'm okay. But yeah. Well, I was in the front yard here. I think I was probably about to hit the Blackwater or something. And there was two men in the front of our yard, just standing there. Looked like they were the taxman or something, just, staring at the house. So I approached them. They started asking me, one of them asked me questions like, where do you hunt buffalo, and which way is Blackwater, and,
bullshit stuff.
yeah. And that lasted about probably not quite 2 minutes, and then he just hog-tied me down to the ground and took my pistol and my rifle and some gold off of me. And I don't think he took anything else. And told me not to do anything stupid. And then as he's taking off on his horse, him and his buddy on one horse with no saddle, they started taking off. They threw the rope out one more time and grabbed me by my ankles and dragged me a few feet. And then took off, and I stood up, and then they fired a shot at me as they're heading towards Blackwater. And then I sent you guys those robins, and then I went towards Blackwater and saw Lawmen on the outside of Blackwater there, and I was screaming at him, and I don't think he was able to hear me. He might have been a deaf Lawman. So I telling him, hey, come with me, come with me, come with me. I need your help, I need your help, I need your help, and he's just riding. So I go down to the law office to see if any lawmen's there that help me, because I know they're in Blackwater, and guess who was right outside the law office? Those two boys. So I took this rifle out, pointed at one of them, and said, hey, put your hands up. Well, instead of putting their hands up, they decided to get on their horses and start running around.
Yeah, so shoot them.
So I started shooting at them, and I got one of them, and the other one the cops got, the lawman got. And then they shot me, and I fell in the grass, and they took me to the doctor, and all of us got up there. Well, here's the fun part. A gentleman dressed in black and gold comes with a red beard. Real tall gentleman like yourself. Looks a lot like you, but, he had hair and, he was dressed quite a bit fancier with the gold chains and such. And he sits on the bed while I'm sitting there resting, and also the other guy was resting. And he tells the other guy, you can go ahead and go. Don't worry, I got this. And then the cops come in there, or the lawmen come in there, and, of course, re-wrote me up once the doctors were done with me and took me down to the law office, and I said, I need to speak to y'all in private before you take me in there with all that chaos to get my side of the story. Well, they didn't want to talk to me there, but we went inside anyway, and they told me to whisper, So, I'm telling them my side of things. I told them I'd sent the robin off. And, had my family coming because I've been robbed, and I was going to Blackwater to get a lawman and tried to get one, and I guess I stumbled across them boys, and, the rest. They were real confused for a long time about that, and one of those two boys, again, was let go in the doctor's office by some guy. Come to find out, that guy is the Attorney General. So the lawmen were real pissed and confused by why he let that guy go, one. And two, they know that he's carrying my volcanic pistol and rifle. And they caught up with him a little bit later, but had a real hard time wanting to get him to want to come in. And I guess he got away from him again.
So you're telling me someone really high up above the sheriffs was corrupt and letting people go?
Yeah.
Well...
But also, this Attorney General fits the description of who's robbing people. So that's who I thought that was until he introduced himself as Attorney General. And he made it real clear with the lawman that he was questioning them as defendants.
defendants.
The people that robbed me, yes.
Yeah, so they're
All I can say is I think that's bullshit we don't need to get involved in. And that's sucks that you got involved in that, but we can't fight against the goddamn government.
Why not? Let's take them all down.
I'm saying let's focus on the battle we have at hand.
well, hey man, look.
Let's focus on the battle we have at hand. We got one battle right now. Now I'm gonna
burn down Blackwater fucking station in a couple days. You guys can come.
It ain't them Blackwater boys. This Attorney General ain't Blackwater. Them lawmen down there are good. They let me go. They didn't even do nothing. They were on my side the whole time. Just to be clear, it was the Attorney General that fucked things up.